safari. Very nice. They let us come in as like a school.
Oh, good.
So they helped us cut the price. And tour guide came into the car with us, and we took off. And right at the very beginning, we saw elephants, and I was just like in awe because I mean, you see elephants at the zoo, but it's very different to see them in their natural habitat. And then they're like, we're getting really close to them, and they're just doing their thing. But it's like
that's what I was trying to explain. It's really it's interesting to see them. It's like, you're just watching them do their thing, like in their natural habitat. It's hard to explain.
It was very amazing. I was just in awe. I'm just like speechless.
How many elephants were there?
I'll pull the pictures now. So I think there had to be more than it had to be at least around 6.
That's cool because when they did it before, they've only seen one solo elephant before.
Yeah, it was like a group of elephants. Yeah, like so. Here's a picture. It's not very good, but you could tell that there was like there's a baby one too. There was a baby one too. I forgot about that. So here's a bunch of elephants. Here's like how close we got because there's Kim, and right out the window it's like you see the elephants, and it's just like they were right there watching the elephants.
Oh my god, that's so beautiful.
Oh, you can look out the back window and there's elephants.
Were the kids just like
they were all like looking out? Yeah, thought that was cool. Like you could see.
That must have been great for the kids. I would love that for them.
Yeah, that was amazing. Kumbo says he's gonna go home and draw the elephant and paint the elephant.
Did he bring paper?
No, he said he forgot his sketch pad.
I told him to bring a sketch pad.
Don't mind me looking at my hair. But yeah.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
It was super beautiful. Let me see it there. Yeah, that's the elephants. We saw the elephants. Super beautiful. It was super nice right off the bat. I was like thinking we'd get a little bit farther into the park before we saw anything, but they were really close to us as soon as we started the safari, and we like drove by them, backed up, like really taking our time looking at it. They were just amazing. It was amazing. And then we went farther into the safari. We saw lots of antelope, lots of
but let's see the pictures.
I don't know if I took I'm not good at continuing to take pictures.
You just took a couple and then
yeah, especially the elephants. I think I took the most of the elephants. So then here's like trying to see, and we saw antelope, and we saw like
the warthog.
Oh my gosh, Kim is so funny. Kim and then the kids, they're all singing Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. I forget the other part. Every time we saw these animals, they were like singing the Lion King or not that. And then I got some pictures of the kids.
Oh, nice.
Our little like halfway point, we got out of the car. But so you could see Raheem on the side of this edge. So we actually kept walking for like our break. Raheem just on this dirt passed out. Like took a like closed his eyes. Like he got out of the car, walked 2 steps, and then he laid down. And yeah.
Sweet Lou said the elephants were the welcoming committee.
So yeah, that's.
No, you took a lot of pictures.
Oh, wait here. Oh, they were telling us. I took a video of the elephant because there was lots of knocked down trees, and they said that the elephants would knock down the trees to get easier access to the leaves. He looked like he was going to, but he didn't end up. But I was ready. Yeah, so I got. This is a hippo we saw. We ended up seeing another one even closer.
Oh, great.
But these are the
hippos.
hippos.
You got to see those.
Super cool. We saw another one too. Yeah, lots of, I think these are gazelles. I'm not sure. But super pretty. We saw lots of those. Oh, I was just in okay, that's the end of it. So I didn't get too many pictures. I took a lot of the elephants. There was a lot of the elephants, and then with the other animals, I started to slow down. I was like, same thing as the graduation ceremony. I was just like, ping-pong my head, taking it all in because there's animal here, and then there's an animal here, and even like, I don't know, it's just beautiful. It was beautiful. It was amazing. The kids definitely same thing. They were all like out one window, then the next. We were all like just ping ponging our heads, like looking for something, and it was really fun. It was really nice, except for poor Raheem. Like he was not feeling good at all. He was even the safari. There was like a little mark on the window because he just like.
His face was smashed
smashed against the window, just
poor
out.
Thing.
Yeah, poor guy.
That's right, because he went all the way to, I think they went to Blantyre and he didn't get sick, and that's much farther.
Did he have Dramamine?
No.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know what it was. he did throw up and he's not feeling. And then Unique ended up not one of the girls that came with. She did not feel well either. She ended up, when we went to eat after, she stayed in the car and didn't get out. And then, so she also, they were the two in the back though. So I don't know if it has anything to do with it. I know the back car is usually the worst.
Sometimes you're in the way back. Yeah. That's not good.
These are them in the car. These are the kids.
Cute.
Yeah, everyone. Then we went out to eat.
Did you go to Kip's?
Yeah, we went to
Kim's
Kip's.
favorite.
Yeah, Kim got. He was talking about the meal before we even got there.
He
so
loves
I'm
it
sure.
there.
Yeah, and then I didn't get a picture.
It's just a fried chicken place, but he seems to really like it.
Yeah.
And the kids got ice cream?
Yes, we got ice cream too. I don't have pictures of that, but
all right.
We all got ice cream, and then we drove back and Ken put on his playlist. All the
Ken playlist.
Yes. And
that's why I know all those songs. It's so funny.
And then
it's like they say one of them he probably plays more than the others. There's like a couple you'd listen to like over and over on repeat.
He put me on some good music and he was singing, of course. And then I think the kids started singing too.
Kaylin said, "So kind of you to make these kids' day."
Aw, it was fun. They made it fun for me too. I think it was fun experiencing it together for the first time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was our trip. It was really fun, I think, from the beginning to the end. It did make me really tired. I think like afterward, like as soon as we started driving back, I was like, I don't know what got me tired, but even the kids too. A part of it, we just all I think we all closed our eyes on the drive back.
In this program, we have 53 kids in this program altogether, and they've all, except the college students and the high schoolers, all the kids that are like here in the village have all gotten a trip out of the village, and it was the first time for a lot of them. For I would say 99.9%, it was the first time leaving the village for all of them. So now we're going on like trip number 2. That's so like good. Yeah, so it's great that they're getting like trips to other places, especially to they should all go to the national park. I mean, they should all have that opportunity to see the animals in the wild. It's their country, you know. It's like they need to see that. So little by little. Hey, Maya, she just got back from the safari. She loved. Wait, show Maya the picture of the elephant. Maya saw an elephant, but wait, Maya, look what they got to see. Just to make you a little jealous, you have to come back.
Here's Kim.
Wait, show her the group. I was like, show her like she's here with us. It's so funny. I feel like you're here with us, right? Look, they saw a big group, about 6 elephants and babies and.
Yeah, and then there was more. There was more behind us too. There was a bunch of elephants.
So they saw a big group of elephants. Oh, you got some really nice pictures. Yeah, that's funny. Super close. I like Kim's face in the butt of the elephant. That's really funny. Wait, the other one. This one.
Oh wait.
Yeah. That
one. Great view.
I'm bad.
Great view.
No. The kids don't all live here, and they have individual homes. The kids that live there, 15 kids that live here with single mothers. We built homes for 3 single mother, actually for 4 single mother families, but 3 single mothers are living in the homes with their kids on site, and the rest of the kids live in homes that are around the village, which you've gotten to see some of those homes where the kids live. And you want to talk about some of those homes, or?
Yeah.
You've seen how many? You've been to what, 3, right?
Yeah.
Kumbo.
Went to Kumbo is first where he's living with his parents, and then now where he's living with his brother.
Oh, so you've been 4, because you also saw Tokwanda's house and Upendo's.
Yes. I feel like I saw one.
You've seen more houses than any other visitor that's been here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very, Kumbo was the very first one I saw, and I think it was like a little bit of like a...
Yes.
Because he has one of the nicer homes, especially where he's living with his brother. It's like he has his own room, and it's quite big as well.
And cement floors.
And
a little patio area.
Patio area, living room, large living room too. So that was like my little bit of like into it. Because then when I went to the other homes, especially the one that had a family of 6, and I think it was a hut because when they're building their home, and it got destroyed, and now they're all living in that very small. So that, obviously Kumbo, even though he has a nicer home, it's still not.
Right.
He doesn't have electricity in his room, and there's the kitchen. They were cooking off the floor for the heat source. So even the nicest home isn't anything in comparison to what it should be like. So, but the other homes, like the family of 6 or large families all in one room, and you look into the room and it's really like
dirt, just a dirt floor.
Like a dirt floor. It feels like the size of a closet to what we're used to. I don't know. It's just, I can't even imagine how they all can fit laying down.
Yeah, Unique's house is on that level, Sweet Low, the same as Taquanda's is the worst. Upendo's was next up, and I think Unique's is probably on the same level as Upendo's, and then Kumbo was in a very nice place. But you saw his first place too, where he was living with his mother. That's also wasn't so great, but even that was better than these other ones, so. It's like a level of shitty. Like, what level of shitty is the house?
Yeah, it's just like, that's...
Yeah.
But they're still all very low quality of life. But, the hut houses with the
Taquanda's was bad.
Yeah. I look into the room, but I still can't imagine how they're making that work. I still can't picture how that even makes sense.
I don't know.
I don't understand how that...
Sheena, how do the people live? Like, when they have just a small room for that many people, they're just all crammed together in one room and that's it? They just all sleep right next to each other in just the one room?
Yeah, they just sleep next to each other.
And that's it? And then they're outside during the day, right? Everyone just kind of does things outside. It's not like the States where you sit like me, like I'm sitting in my house most of the day, I'm at the table, I'm doing or whatever. People stay outside. They're doing things like they don't stay in the house.
Yeah,
so
it's only for sleep.
Yeah, it's just for storage. Sleep and storage.
When I look into some of the rooms, it's like, how do you sleep here? This is where it seems like a storage room. It seems like they have all their things in there. And then there's like 6 people, and then there's their suitcases already in this small room. So how did they... I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
And it's probably better with the suitcases because before they didn't have any place to put their things, so they're just kind of all spread out. Yeah. Yeah. So it's difficult. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, I would like to hopefully build more homes for these people, It's like that's my dream, to at least get places that are not just straw shacks like Taquanda's, that's just straw. It's not even brick. Other places, those places are not even brick. They're more adobe. That's more like clay and mud, kind of at the Upendo's house. They weren't even bricks.
Yeah, the straw house that we looked into is so easy to see that the spaces in the wall and there's no protection from mosquitoes or keeping them out
And that's why Taquanda died. I mean, there's like no protection. There's probably, just so many mosquitoes when the odds of, getting the malaria that she got is like 1 in, I don't even know, whatever. The odds were so great. But when you have a house that's not even sealed off, then it's just all going in there, And I'm not surprised. Well, there's land between Kim and I. Kim bought, or doesn't have it was family property. He already started building his home. There are 2 properties in between us. And I would love to purchase those 2 lots, which I don't know how much it would be. We paid $10,000 for this one, so I'm assuming at least $10,000 for each of those if we can get them for that price. So that'd be $20,000 and change this whole area into some nicer homes with plumbing, with septic tanks, so they have sewage. There's to kind of build a community. I mean, it'd be almost like putting in projects, but the project would be nicer than any homes in this area. That's the thing. My dad grew up in the projects. Those are like terrible. They're places, big, huge kind of apartment complexes are very, very inexpensive to house a lot of people, but they have plumbing, they have electricity, they have all the basics. But even here,
that's not.
That would be like a castle. That's like a really, really nice home. Even if you put something that's more like a project kind of looking thing, where they're, apartment units that are kind of many people living together in one area, it would still be so much nicer because you would have shelter. And Taquanda's, I mean, it's just nothing. It's just not even nothing. Yeah, the windows were rags, and it's rough. And some places, like, you have to say, okay, like, who should be, if somebody's given a home, like Taquanda's family can't live here because there's just too many of them. There's 6 people. We can really only house 5 max in one of these houses. There are already 15 kids living on site here. And we plan to have visitors. So if you have 15 kids, and let's say you have another, 5 kids, that's 20 kids. That's a lot of kids. It's too many. This place can't really accommodate that many kids. You see how loud it is all day with kids playing and running around and making noise. So it's like, if we plan on having the lodges as well, then it's too many. It's just too big a family. And we're looking at like maybe a family of 3 or 4 would probably be ideal for this last house. But then Upendo's family, I don't think they may not even want to move here because they have all of those other families that live around them. That's their little community there, and that's another thing that you have to take into consideration when one person leaves that area where they're living.
How is it going to affect the others?
Exactly, or like, what did their family members think of them moving away and living here? And then, like, I don't know, Sheena. So what happened when? I know that Berta was no problem her leaving because she didn't really have any other family over there. She was from another village, so her moving here was no problem. But what happened when, like, Molongana moved here, and out of her community of family or what she had, they have like a real tight knit, like 3 or 4 families living together? Or was it just them, or what was the situation at their house?
I think 4 families. Including
But then they didn't care about leaving the other people there. They were happy to get out of there. And then I know now that what about Patoma?
Patoma is just Patoma and her sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's just her sister left there. Okay. So it's hard, they do have kind of these, like, there are 5 families where Upendo lives, so I think they're all
kind of
working
support
together.
each other.
Plus, Upendo's living with his grandmother. She's very, very elderly, so you could imagine, how difficult it is for her to raise 3 kids. So she has that support also with the other people that are living there to help her cook, to help her do all those things. It's a struggle. It's hard. The stability of the walls is not great because they use the bricks here in the village are not made well. Sheena, how long do the houses last here in the village that are built with the bricks from the village?
Sometimes maybe 3 weeks.
No, how long do they last? Like, if somebody builds a house, how long does it last?
More than 5 years.
Maybe 10 years?
10 years.
Okay, 10 years they last. And then they have to rebuild again.
Wow.
Like your place, have you rebuilt it since you started living there? Have you done anything to it? But you'll need to at some point, no? Well. Hey Laura, how's it going? Yeah, so maybe the long-term goal would, really be to try and acquire those other 2 properties and build some homes there, mostly for single mothers. I mean, that's our mission on our mission statement. I'm here to help the single mothers that have been abandoned, or even the grandmothers or the women that are sole supporters of their families and don't have work and struggling to even get food on the table. Which home? The grandmother is taking care of Upendo. What is it? Who's the other? And Christina. Is it Stevia? Who's Upendo's brother? Sevia. So it's Upendo, Sevia, and Christina live with their grandmother. They're double orphans. They've lost both parents. So the grandmother, she's very, very elderly. So taking care of all 3 kids. I don't know for how long. I have no idea. Do you, Sheena? Do you know when their parents died? No, you're on the other side of the village. She doesn't live close to them. And I can ask Robert. Robert would know, but like I've been inviting the grandmother to come here when we have our special dinners. I invite the grandmother to join them just because I know their situation. Yeah, I hope so. One day. Yeah, I just need another. I have very generous donors. I need another one, a super generous donor. Get some more
land.
Yeah, make the next step. Like we need irrigation. Irrigation is a must for this entire community. That'll help the entire village to get some sort of irrigation system to help water their crops like that. They need that for food. That's more important than building, 30 more houses or whatever. They have to get the irrigation is next, I think, before.
Yeah, it would make a huge difference.
They'll make a big. You have to have
lake
food
right there too.
Yeah, there's water.
Yeah.
There's no problem with water.
Yeah.
So
Do you have even an idea of how much that could cost? This family even that's even
that's a whole other thing, and we're so busy. We have to get the center done first. These two have to get done first. There's these, and then the bathrooms have to get done. So we have 3 big projects right now that Kim is
back to back.
He's like, you do not take on another project or I will kill you. That's it. Stop it. No more projects. Let's just finish what we've started, and then we'll take on the next project, which is actually before the irrigation. We're gonna do the cleanup project.
Oh, that'll be nice. On our drive, I kept pointing out on the side of the street, just mounds of trash, plastic, just on the side everywhere. Terrible. I would see the goats and everything laying in the trash, and the domestic animals, just laying in it and everywhere. Yeah.
They're all in the trash over here. You just see them in the trash here. That's not good. And then the chicken coop. Yes, chicken coop is after these things are done. So yes, but the chicken coop is part of the Chapazzo project. So we have to finish Chapazzo project, which is something. You don't make it that often anyway. She knows I'm not too big on it. We were getting it from the farm. We were growing it in the farm, so I was eating some of them. Yeah, no, this isn't, but we were growing it in the farm. The dogs like it. They do. So yeah, so the chicken coop, and then after that, then the cleanup, then irrigation, then the high school, then hopefully
high school or the public?
High school. We want to put in we want to put in a high school here.
Oh, a high school here.
Yes.
Oh, an actual one for the village.
Yeah.
Okay.
A decent one here that kids will actually be accepted to college. And then after that, developing these 2 lots here, if we can acquire them. Hopefully they're still available by the time we get to that point. That's the thing. It's probably better hopefully to purchase them now and just have them sitting there that someone else is not going to come in and develop.
So
that's
no
the
one
question.
has them and they just do the soccer games there?
No. Well, they belong to 2 families. There are 2 different families that own the 2 lots. So the soccer is at kind of the end. So you have I'm just explaining it. So here's this area right here. So Kim's house is on this end. Here's Chapazzo over here. So you have these 2 lots in between us, and then this is where the soccer field is down here.
So it's more in front.
That's kind of I think it's public. Sheena, do you know if somebody owns the soccer field area, or does that belong to the village, or? Okay. That's just public land. Well, we're waiting for the village to also give us some public land for the school, because I was like, I'm not buying that land, and they should give us other land, maybe even to put houses too. If they have land to do it, but I don't know. Is there other land around here, Sheena, that you know of that doesn't belong to any of the families? It's just public land that the village has or that Kate McClear has? Outside, you don't know? Kim knows? I don't know. Somebody knows. Yeah, we're hoping the Chiefs would give us the land for the school, but they haven't said anything. We need to call them back in.
How did the first meeting go?
The first meeting was great. They were thanking us, and want to thank Chapazzo and And then they were, you know, it was basically just thanking us. Then I gave them like an assignment, like, please go and write down what projects you think are most important for your village. Like, what would you like to see happen? What do you see? Like, what are your 5-year, 10-year, 20-year goals for your village? And they never got back to me on it. And I heard they were meeting. They had a couple meetings, but I haven't heard from them. It's kind of thing like, do you wait around for somebody to, when you're offering, when you're saying, hey, how can I help you guys? Like to,
You think they would take advantage of that?
Yeah, you think they'd come back like, this is what we really want to do. This is a plan. Can you help us with this? But they haven't, so.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And I said, if you give us land, I'll try and build the secondary school. Like, I'm not going to build it. I'm not going to pay for the land. I don't think I should have to. It's for your community.
How did they react to all that when in person?
They were fine. They were great. Went really well. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought it went really well. I mean, I wasn't doing very much of the talking because it was mostly in Chichewa, so it was mostly Kim speaking and the chief speaking, and then Kim doing some translating for me, just so I could understand what they were saying. But it was mostly just thanking us. Basically, it wasn't a lot of discussion on what to do next, but I was trying to drive the conversation forward. Like, what is the next plan? Like, what are the steps? What do you guys want done? I'm hoping to contact the, Peace Corps or the, some big organizations and say, hey, this is what's needed in this community. Can you help? But I'm not going to do it unless I have some kind of plan or idea that that's what they want. That's what they think they need. Their big thing was irrigation. That seemed to be their major concern. That was the thing that they all mentioned as something that they wanted. Just saying off the top of their heads, like, we would love to have like more irrigation so we can have water going to some of these fields out here. But they never came back with any kind of plan or anything. So they are interested, I think, but why don't they have a trash program? Because nobody has organized a trash program. Here, I'll flip the camera around. Yeah, well, there is something. There's an organization called Cape Maclear Sustainable, and you guys can go look at their site. They say they're about recycling and blah, 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 blah. And from what I've seen, actually, they've been very nice. They donated some vegetables to our organization for the kids to eat, some greens they donated just the other day. It was very nice of them. But as I see their organization, it's to raise money and to make money more so than to do something for the entire community for free. Like, they're not out to do anything kind of for free. So they offer a service of picking up trash for the lodges. You have to pay them to come pick up your trash. And that's all I've ever seen. That, once in a while they'll have like cleanup projects in the park, in the national park. They'll be out there with some trash bags picking up trash in the national park, but that's not the problem. The problem is the trash here in the village. People just throw it. There's a whole back area between us and the village. The whole hill is just covered with trash. That's the dumping ground. Instead of having it removed and taken to an area and a pit and then covered somewhere, it's just all along the side of the hill here. And it's very unsightly. It's unhygienic. The animals are walking in there and eating the trash. It's all, mostly now it's just kind of plastic bag waste. So what I would like to see is that they outlaw plastic bags, no more plastic bags, cut out that plastic bag use, just reusable plastic bags only. Well, they only charge the lodges. They don't charge the people. That's it. They can't charge people because nobody can afford. That's the problem. It's like you can't charge the people for trash pickup because they don't have any money to pay for it. Mm-hmm. So somehow, some way, you have to make it like maybe it's 50 kwacha, which is like 2 cents. And if everybody is paying 50 kwacha, which I think people can't afford maybe 50 kwacha, if everyone is required to pay, then you can have some sort of trash removal system. But if no one is paying anything, like nobody pays any taxes here, there's nothing taken from anybody. So there's no income brought into the village, right? There's no program of any sort. Like the public school gets no money from the community other than what is given by, maybe a parent will give them like 50 cents or $1 or something, whatever they can afford, and then that's the money they use for the whole year for electricity. I think Sweetlow, you were the one. I think it was Sweetlow that gave money for the not for the laptop, but also for the electricity. Who gave the money for the electricity? Because I went there to sew uniforms and to repair clothes, and the head of the school was like, well, how much electricity are you using? How much do you think the electricity is going to be? And she was so freaked out that the sewing machine was going to use more electricity than what she has allotted for the year of her budget that she gets from the parents. Like, she was so freaked out. So one of my people on here, gave us some money to give her for electricity, so I could take the sewing machine over there and repair. I don't even know how many clothes did we repair. Plus, we raised money on TikTok for 85 uniforms plus shoes. So they don't get any money from the government. The school doesn't get any money from the government. The community doesn't have any money coming into it. They need to have a toll road at the front with a gate and charge people that are coming in by car. Just say, hey, you want to come into the village? It's $1 or something. They have toll roads here. I've been on a toll road here with Kim. There is one toll road when you come. I don't know if you remembered it. You're
From the long way?
From the long way, there's a toll road, and that's what they need to do here. You make it a toll road. You have. Okay.
No.
Bye. Ziko mokwambiri. So and just maybe say pedestrians, rally them to come help and clean up and put all this trash on the back of a truck, but we still have to pay for the trucks. We still have to pay for people to continually pick up. We need bins. If they can get some large trash bins and people are throwing trash in the trash bins, then once a week you can have a truck come through with. That'd be great. Yep. And littering, all of it. All of it is needed here. All of it. One of the kids is saying the alphabet outside. That's it. Anybody else has any other questions for Bella about her trip or anything? Anyone else want to hear from Bella? Because I'm done. I just wanted you guys to see the pictures and hear about the a little bit by a few days, and then she'll definitely overlap my mom. So it's gonna be really fun.
How long is she coming?
She's here, I think, for 3 weeks.
Oh, that's nice.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Hopefully 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
Amazing. Yes, they have to bring the whole community. Every chief should call their whole village together and discuss the program. Absolutely. We need a program in place. But first things first, let's finish up what we started already and get this stuff done. Like I said, I promised Kim I wouldn't start anything else until these are done. I think I have like little, are they mosquito bites? Or I think they're
Little
flea
ants?
bites. No, I think they're flea bites.
Oh, no.
I saw
don't
one
say
on the
that.
dog. Yeah, I saw one on the
After
dog.
the bath. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. So we're going to finish up what we're doing and then move on from there. All right, folks. Oh, great. No, I didn't get it. When did you send it? And bad news about Pirani, though. He was supposed to go for ice cream because he was top 10 in his class. And then that morning he was throwing rocks at his sister. So he didn't get ice cream. But if you want to send a little bit of money for a little bit of a gift, that's fine. But he was very sad about the I think he was crying
Yeah,
at the hotel. Like, he was right there at the lodge, like right next to
Yeah.
it, crying the whole time. But I hope he learned a lesson. Oh, thanks, Teresa. Thank you guys for your support. Really appreciate it. But so he needs to work on his behavioral issues. And we have somebody coming here on Monday. Hopefully, they were invited. I hope they're going to be here on Monday. A teacher for a special ed teacher that is going to come and assess some of our kids. So he's on the list to be examined. And I'm very excited about that. So they may have a special program for some of these kids. Christian is also on the list. I don't know what the program is, who's sponsoring it, what it's going to contain, or what they're going to do. But it looks like there is some program that might be taking place. So I cannot wait. I'm really excited about
That would
it.
be amazing.
Yeah, it's needed, greatly needed. There's a lot of kids here that need something other than being plopped in the public school. You saw some of the kids that were plopped in the public school that are like probably 16, 17 years old, and they're in like the 5th grade, 6th grade.
Yeah,
it's not good.
working for them.
No, it's not working, or for the other kids either. It's a distraction because some of them are very violent and do some kind of not so good. So anyway, okay, folks. I will talk to all of you later. Thanks for joining the live. Thank you for the likes, for the shares, for all of that. Appreciate it.